Hello, my name is Serena Merle, or you might know me as Miss Nina. I'm a speech language pathologist, and I provide speech therapy services to children developing their language skills, as well as parent coaching support for families supporting their child's communication at home. Now, I've created a series of parent coaching videos talking about different communication strategies, and today I wanted to do this video as a summary of 8 of those strategies as a review and refresher, and provide a couple more examples to help you thinking about putting some of these into play with your child. Let's get started. The first of these strategies is receptive language. Now, just a quick refresher, receptive language is understanding the words around you. And so your child needs to first understand before he or she is going to start to feel comfortable to say. And how can you create a rich language environment at home? Is by using a variety of words, not just labels of things, but going beyond that and getting into descriptions and actions and synonyms of things. And how we can draw attention to this is by changing it up and getting funny intonation, facial expressions, and gestures so that really draws the attention of your child. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Ooh, what's that? It's not just background noise. The next strategy I'm talking about is creating communication opportunities, or more opportunities for your child to communicate at home. Now, really behind this is that communication exists between 2 or more people for a purpose. Why are you communicating in the first place? It could be to request, hey, can I have that water bottle over there? Thank you. Could be to comment, ooh, I really like your sweater.
Thank you.
It could be to ask information. What time is that meeting tomorrow?
10-6.
Okay, so communication exists for a purpose. And if you're providing all of these different things for your child, if you're anticipating your child's needs, then really, does your child have to talk? Maybe not. And the best way you can try to promote this is thinking about initiation and requesting. And how do I promote this is through wait time. Waiting for your child to then have the need to communicate, right? If I see that this water bottle is now up here, it's not just, oh, here you go. It's waiting. Now your child invited you into the conversation. I want that water bottle. You're the one that's got to give it to me. You gave your child that chance to have the time to process all of that and then get that idea out. That's initiation and requesting, creating those opportunities at home. The next strategy I talked about is imitation. What? The next strategy I talked about is imitation. Copying. Imitation is how we learn. First, I watch something happen, and then I try to copy it. And I have to do that over and over and over and over again before I'm comfortable doing it on my own. But thinking about imitating words for communicating is actually quite a complicated process, and it has 4 steps in it. The 4 steps here: gross motor, copying big body movements; fine motor, copying smaller hand movements; sounds, copying funny sound effect sounds, wee wee beep 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 beep, shoo. And then copying words. Now, copying words is complex because now I have to attach meaning before I can say it. Remember, first receptive, then expressive. Now, I could ask you to say something in Mandarin Chinese. For example, say, 早上好. You could say it. You could probably try to say, 早上好, sounded like that. But you have no meaning attached to it. So first you need to understand it and then say it. Now, if I told you 早上好 means good morning, and then you're trying to keep in your head, okay, that means good morning, and this is how I say it, now it's gotten a lot more complex. That's why words take a while before your child starts to feel comfortable copying words. But just give it time. Have a lot of fun with copying big movement, small movement, sound effects, and then the words will come. I also talked about having fun with books. Not just thinking about books as a story and reading through the storyline, but making them a toy. And how can I now play with books? I can look at the pictures and then have funny actions and comments and connections with the pictures. There's an apple, yummy. There's a candle, blow it out. There's a door, knock, knock, knock. Oh, look, there's our door. Making connections is helping with the understanding. Going in any order. If your child wants to start at the back of the book, in the middle of the book, that's okay. We're not following the storyline. We're playing with the book, and we're following your child's lead. So if your child really likes this one picture and they really just want to watch you do that funny sound, great. This is helping them to have a nice appreciation for books, which then supports them in their pre-literacy skills and their literacy skills getting into learning and reading. Next, I talked about routines and consistency. Now, this is through any day routines, waking up, having breakfast, going to the bath, brushing teeth, all these different routines. How can you add in communication to that so that there's the same kind of words to help your child really understand and be able to predict and be successful in those routines? Now, if you're introducing something new, a lot of times your child doesn't know what this is. This is the first time they've been exposed to this. So let's say you're trying to have them play with this new puzzle. Well, they're going to want to explore big before they can get small. So they might just want to throw the pieces or bite them. That's okay. We need to explore first. And then now that I've gotten that out of my system, now I can start to try to bang them together, push them around, and then I can use them appropriately, trying to put them into the place. With our routines and different activities, we can have limits on things and share that with our child. If they're playing in the water when washing hands, you can say, okay, you have 5 seconds, and count it down for them so that they know that there's rules around the different activities and routines that we have. And being consistent, trying to have it the same as much as possible is so important for your child to learn that, because the repetition of that and having it be the same allows them to be successful and know what's coming next time. Okay, next one. Plus one. Plus one is just, in this case, going up one level from where your child's communication is at. This is talking about expressive communication. What is your child doing or saying in order to get his or her needs, ideas out? So the different levels here I talk about were reaching, pointing, vocalizing, single word, 2-word phrases, and beyond. So wherever your child is at, you're going to model one step up so that your child can see that as something a little bit challenging, but maybe I can try to copy that. Maybe I can try to do that because I hear it and I think I can try to do that. It's not so far ahead of me that I can't do that. I can try. It's very close. And whether your child is verbal or nonverbal, you're going to imitate using your child's mode of communication. If your child's verbal, you can use your voice and model one step up. But if your child's nonverbal, then you're going to use your child's communication system, whether that's low tech with picture systems, and they pick one picture, well, then you can pick 2 pictures for that 2-word phrase. Or if they use a high-tech device and have speech generating and different buttons, and they pick 1 word, cat, well then you can model and repeat back on them on the device, blue cat, so that they can see, oh, okay, my mom's using this too, my dad's using this too. People around me can use this and help me to know where I'm going. All right, offering choices. This is really powerful for children. It helps them with engagement and participation because now they have a say in the matter of what's happening. Child-led activities are different types of play, toys and books, picking out their clothes, all of these things. It doesn't really matter which one they pick, they're just having fun with it. But in parent-led activities, these are the things that have to happen. Brushing your teeth, taking a bath, getting your diaper changed or going to the potty. All these things have to happen. So you can add choices into that so your child is a little bit more compliant. They're okay with it. Not fighting it as much. And so if you're brushing your teeth, do you want mommy to sing Itsy Bitsy Spider or Twinkle Twinkle Little Star while I brush your teeth? So now they get to pick a song. Ooh, which one do I want? Hopefully they'll be a little bit more okay with that happening and not be so upset if it's something they don't like. Now, be prepared. Your child might want to choose both, and that's okay in some cases. Do you want cars or blocks? I want both. Great. We can play with cars and blocks at the same time. If you can't have both, then you need to use, you pick one. And if it's, do you want apple or banana, you don't have to show both at the same time. Now, your child also might want neither. So, no, I don't want them. Okay, we can put those words to the, oh, no. Maybe you can pull out new choices or simply, oh, you don't want to do that right now. Limiting your open questions. So if it's like, what do you want to eat? That's a really big question. Choices help narrow that down for your child's understanding, and you also can have some control in the options that you provide. And shape the choices. So this is that having control. Okay, opposites. I recently talked about the power of using opposites, introducing opposite words, because you get a 2 for 1. They go hand in hand. Black and white, up and down, big and small. You get the point. It's multimodal communication is the way that we can introduce concepts by using a lot of ways to get the idea across. So whether that's with actions or pictures in the books or signs, and in this video of opposites, I talked about the sign language to go along with 4 sets of opposites, showed the sign for them, and talked about different strategies of how you can implement that with your child. So there's a lot of strategies here. You don't have to do them all at the same time. Just pick one. If you're going to sit down and play with your child right now, what's one strategy you want to work on? Do you want to work on the +1 and modeling back what your child says and adding one step up from it? Do you want to work on the receptive language and just adding a lot of really good description words about everything that you're doing? Do you want to work on books and just playing with the books? It's okay to just pick one and thinking about, what do I want to work on right now? Practice that, because if you're going back and forth between all these different strategies, those are a lot of different challenges for your child, and your child has to practice it as well as you. If you feel a little bit awkward doing these things, that's okay. It's new, it's different, it's a new strategy, so you also have to practice it. And in this case, not read to your child, but read your child. If you're trying something out and your child is just not having it, all right, you can scrap that for now. Try something else. Every child responds differently. Or maybe read yourself. If you're really trying it, it feels really awkward and you're just like, this is not me, that's okay. You don't have to do that. You can do what feels natural and comfortable for you and your child. You know your child really well. So just go with what makes sense. What is your child showing you that he or she's interested in and what's not? And just a big thank you. Thank you for doing what you do, supporting your child every day, the ins and outs. It's a 24/7 job, 365, never ending. It's a lot. Communication is everything. And thank you for watching these videos. I'm here to support you. I know that communication can be difficult, and I think that you're doing an amazing job. with what you're doing. So keep it up. Let me know if you have any questions. I've attached my personal email here if you want to reach out to me, or through my job if I am your speech therapist. And thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.